BodyBags, where horror lies.
Welcome back to Body Bags. This is week number 528. This is a random week. I'll be your host, Jason from Horrific Nightmares. And this week, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite movies of all time. And that is Boxing Helena. Is it a horror movie? I think so. It's also a mixture of a lot of other types of movies. It's a very hard one to classify. Now, Boxing Helena is a 1993 film, which runs approximately 107 minutes, and that is the extended cut, the unrated director's cut. Now, this is written and directed by Jennifer Lynch, and if that sounds familiar, yes, she is David Lynch's daughter. And she was responsible for a ton of TV, which this movie was not really well received, but she is a fantastic director, just like her father. Now, this stars the late Julian Sands as Dr. Nick Cavanaugh. Now, he was pronounced dead in January of 2023, unfortunately, after climbing up a mountain on an expedition, and his body was finally recovered in January. Very sad. He was in Warlock, The Chosen, and Gothic. All three fantastic. This also stars Sherilyn Fenn as Helena. She was in Just One of the Guys, Wild at Heart, and Full Moon film called Meridian. Great movie. Kind of a take on Beauty and the Beast, although horror and erotic. So, yeah. It also stars the late great Bill Paxton as Ray O'Malley. Now, he passed away on February 25th, 2017. He was in Weird Science, Aliens, and Frailty, among others. Now, apparently, Kim Basinger pulled out of the role of the lead Helena at the last second and was sued for $9 million, which forced her to declare bankruptcy, which I thought was pretty interesting. Now, it was overturned on appeal, so I guess she didn't have to pay that money anyway. This is a fantastic movie, kind of an erotic thriller. Thriller also walks, of course, a fine line into horror. And when you're talking about cutting up a woman because you're obsessed with her, I'd say that pretty much qualifies as a horror film, wouldn't you? Anyway, Boxing Helena is about Nick Cavanaugh. Now, he had a troubled past with his mother and his father, and has now become a workaholic, and he kind of has pretty poor social skills. He's a very meek human, but he's very good at his job. He is obsessed with Helena, who he went on a couple dates with. Now, Helena is kind of one of those girls that knows she's gorgeous because Sherilyn Fenn, she's absolutely gorgeous. And she knows it in this film. So she kind of treats men like playthings, and men are kind of disposable. And as I said, he's obsessed with her, so he tricks her into coming back to his house because he said that she had been at a party the night before and she had left her address book there, which he had taken out of her purse in order to get her back there. So she comes back to his house because she's getting ready to get on a plane and go for a modeling job. I believe it's a modeling job overseas. And she misses her plane. She's furious with him. And she tries to leave. He doesn't want her to leave. And she ends up getting in a horrible accident. When she wakes up, she finds out she has no legs. And I'm going to leave it there. Let me just say that it gets more bizarre and more horrifying as the movie goes along. I absolutely love this movie. I cannot recommend it enough. It's not going to be for everyone. It is a very odd film, but it's beautiful in its own way. It's also telling a really interesting story about love and obsession and becoming a man for us men, of course. Not all women are going to like this one. My wife did not like this movie at all, but I can kind of see why in a way. When you watch the film, you probably will as well. But it's definitely a movie about obsession and a movie kind of for men in a way, and also for women if you look at it from the other perspective, I guess, and how women are looked at as objects of desire, and that's pretty much it. So definitely check out. I've rambled on long enough. Definitely check out Boxing Helena. It's a fantastic film. Unfortunately, it is out of print. It's been out of print for quite some time. I'm not quite sure why we haven't gotten a proper Blu-ray with the different cuts of the film on there, but hopefully someday we will. We'll see. Just remember, guys, physical media matters. And until next time.